They say evil wears many masks. But on February 2nd, 1990, it wore no mask at all. Welcome to the Themidnightburn, where shadows whisper secrets and darkness reveals truth. I'm your guide through the tangled web of humanity's darkest corners. And tonight we descend into a hell that masqueraded as home. This next case literally basically got buried, but it's definitely the most sinister and sickest case Mississippi has ever had to deal with, and I don't think it's even close. This one got to me. You'll see why. Let's dive in. Picture this. A February evening in 1990, crisp as broken glass, where stars pierce the Mississippi sky like distant screams. Walnut Grove sleeps peacefully, unaware that evil has already chosen its playground. The scent of fresh-baked pie still lingered in the Parker household kitchen. The warmth of family love still echoed in the hallways. But love, as we'll discover, makes no armor against monsters. Carl Parker was 58 years of carved granite and gentle thunder. A Korean War veteran whose hands had known both the weight of weapons and the tender touch of a father's embrace. By day, he breathed life back into broken engines. By night, he breathed life into broken spirits, helping neighbors without counting the cost. His wife, Bobby Jo, 45 years of melody and grace, was the heartbeat of their home. Her fingers danced across piano keys like prayers ascending to heaven, teaching local children that beauty could be born from practice and patience. 12-year-old Gregory lived in worlds of wonder, his mind soaring through adventure novels toward dreams of piloting aircraft through endless skies. Intelligence sparkled in his eyes like captured starlight. And Charlotte Jo, 9 years old, with artist's hands and a mother's tender heart, she painted life onto paper, animals, nature, family, each stroke a love letter to the world she adored. 4 souls, 1 family, 1 perfect target for the predators prowling in the darkness. February 2nd, 1990, Friday evening at Riverside Baptist Church, where the Parker family gathered for Bible study, their voices joining in hymns that would become their requiem. 9:15 p.m. The family Chevrolet crunched over gravel as they returned home, headlights cutting through darkness that seemed deeper than usual. Carl turned the key. The engine died. The silence that followed was pregnant with menace. But the silence was a lie. Inside their sanctuary, 2 demons had been waiting and drinking, waiting and planning, waiting for innocence to walk through the door. Robert Simon Jr., 26 years of accumulated violence and volcanic rage. Prison had been his university, brutality his major. At his side, Anthony Carr, 24, a shadow seeking substance in Simon's malevolence. They had come seeking silver and gold. They would leave having stolen something far more precious: lives. Electrical cords became shackles. The dining room became a torture chamber. Home became hell. Carl's voice, steady even in terror, offered everything: money, possessions, dignity, anything to spare his family. But these weren't men seeking wealth. They were monsters seeking suffering. And the details that follow are painted in blood and scored with screams. Carl's finger, severed to steal a wedding ring that symbolized decades of love. Charlotte Jo, innocent as morning dew, subjected to violations that language cannot capture without becoming complicit in the horror. Carl, the protector, forced to witness his family's destruction. These 2 sick bastards took turns with Charlotte and forced him to watch. Hours of pure, insane, demonic evil that family endured. Carl's wrists, nearly severed as he clawed against his bonds like a trapped wolf, desperate to save those he loved more than life itself. Then came the thunder. Gunshots, each one a period ending a sentence of life. Carl, 2 bullets, 1 to the side, 1 between shoulder blades. Bobby Jo, 1 to the chest, silencing her gentle heart forever. Gregory, 2 shots, one piercing the heart that had held such dreams. The boy who wanted to fly was grounded forever. Charlotte Joe, 4 bullets. 3 to the back, 1 to the hip. Even then, this 9-year-old warrior refused to surrender, somehow breaking free, somehow trying to escape the inferno that was consuming her little world. Flame and smoke, meant to devour evidence and consume truth. But Charlotte Joe was still alive, still fighting, still hoping. The smoke found her first. It filled her tiny lungs like liquid darkness, stealing her final breaths while rescue remained just out of reach. By morning, the Parker family home was a charcoal monument to evil's appetite. Sheriff Thompson, a man who had seen humanity's worst, stood among the ashes and wept. This wasn't crime, this was annihilation. But justice, like sunrise, was coming. February 5th, Simon and Carr, their hands still bloody with evidence, their pockets still heavy with Parker family possessions, found themselves in handcuffs. Witnesses placed them at the scene. Science placed their guilt beyond doubt. August 1990. Guilty. Death sentences. Justice served on a silver platter. But the law, like a wounded animal, sometimes crawls when it should sprint. 30 years of appeals, 30 years of delays, 30 years of legal theater, while the Parker family rested in Mississippi soil, waiting for justice to find its spine. Scott Parker, Carl's son from a previous marriage, became the voice of the voiceless dead. For decades, he carried their pain in his chest like swallowed glass. 2 other survivors died waiting, cancer and COVID claiming them before justice could claim the killers. They went to their graves with justice still locked away in legal limbo. As of June 2025, Simon and Carr remain among Mississippi's 37 condemned souls on death row. Time crawls forward, justice crawls behind, but Walnut Grove remembers. The community refuses to let the Parker family fade into forgotten files and dusty evidence boxes. Simon and Carr thought they were playing God that February night, deciding who lived and who died. But in the cosmic casino of consequence, where every action demands payment and every choice demands judgment, they forgot one fundamental truth. The house always wins, and even silence fades away with time. This has been the Midnight Burn. Thank you for watching. Until next time, catch the dice, they roll in.